Resident Sleeper. The Legend. We're starting shortly.
Presented by Page Wizard Games, Learning and Entertainment. It's that time, everybody. Time for more entertainment and fun with your favorite computer scientist, Dr. Daniel Page. Welcome to Dan Plays, where Dan has fun with friends and we talk about all sorts of fun things, including computer science and everything under the sun. No barriers, just fun. Check out all the fun rewards and supporter access at the links. That's enough for now. Let's get started. Come on, Dan. Let's get started.
So far, I want to welcome you onto the stream here today. Starting a little later tonight, we're doing a little bit of a casual stream here. I thought we'd play some more Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. But anyways, let me know in the chat how you doing today, and I hope you're having an amazing day. Also, let me know how the volumes are, of course, as per usual. I was thinking what we'll do is we'll have a little bit of fun doing some questing together. So if anybody hops on in and they want to play with us, that is welcome too. So I was thinking of checking out some anomaly quests or anomaly investigations. So this is a post-game kind of thing you get to do, where you can buff up your weapons and stuff. Adding more slots, these so-called, these Kuro SWAT thingamajiggers that buff up your elemental, attack, sharpness, etc., etc. But you gotta take on some tough monsters that are sort of like the hyper monsters and some other Monster Hunter games. I think I'm trying to remember Hyper Monsters. I think that's Generations. If not, it's 4 Ultimate. But it pretty much operates just like that, except it has this like burst attack that happens sometimes.
Seeing how determined you are to overcome this calamity has inspired the knights and boasted their resolve.
I think we'll probably start off with just the Great Izuchi. That'd be a good place for us to start. One neat thing they added as into the they patched in is that you can choose to have followers that join you. Like these are pretty much just like having additional Palico or Palamutes, but they're people. But they're CPU operated, so it's a nice option. Well, let's check out what we got going on. Oh yeah, I changed my look up a little bit.
That'll do.
It's a mixture of a few different things. It's got Zinogre in it. It's got Chaotic Gormagala. It's got what's his name? The prickly thing that looks sort of like a Monoblos, but it isn't a Monoblos. It's a returning monster. And right now my pants are based off the they're based off what's it called? Having a brain fart. Either way, I thought it was a really cool look. Sort of a mixture of a kind of like a scientist mixed with chaos, and you get basically this. I thought it would kind of have a neat design to it. And I got new dual blades. Pretty neat stuff.
Your spirit shines bright. I hope we can talk again soon.
Well, let's go on our anomaly investigation. Hey, Miss Kitty, you gonna say hi to everybody? No. She's been a little, she's got her nose out of joint pretty good. She was bad early. She climbed right on my top of my laptop. And she knows not to do that. It's because, got another puppy in the house. And, she feels a little, spiteful.
Let us begin.
Like, extra mischievous Miss Kitty. It's, obtain anomaly research points during anomaly investigations by doing any one of the following: slaying the target afflicted monster, hunting wild monsters, breaking monster parts, harvesting from afflicted gathering points. Okay. Miss Kitty was gonna take out the stuff. I had to flick her away. She was gonna knock out the stream. Like I said, she's very mischievous today, and I don't like it. I don't like it. It's cute, but not when it takes out the whole stream. A ghost knocked drinks off with this. It totally was a ghost. It was nothing else. It was nothing else at all. It was totally not anything else. Totally could not have been anything that sounded remotely like it purse, okay? We'll do one of these anomaly quests so that we can see what this is like. But yeah, it's a lot like the Hyper Monsters.
Let us move.
It's a very similar gimmick. It's not quite the exact same, but it's pretty darn similar. First, like a coat of paint, with just a little little wrinkle here or there, slightly different. But yeah, Miss Kitty almost took out the stream. That was good. We were good talking. I'm not kidding. She was like crawling up the back of the computer. Miss Kitty's going to get a good whooping. In a very loving way. Because that's Dan's workstation, you know? I I wish I could. If I had another camera going, I would definitely do it, too. She's right now just doing stuff. It's very suspicious.
This is going to
Oh, I
hurt.
found it. Look, a little extra pissed off. It's like Miss Kitty. It's like Miss Kitty today. I'm not kidding. She looks kind of like that today.
A major step forward.
But yeah, so what we have to do is similar to the hyper monsters. We have to target parts of its body. But the thing that makes it a little different than the hyper monsters is that you deliberately want to attack those spots because they do lots of damage. So once we knock off one of those spots, it does a big chunk of damage. And yes, it just did a wall jump. Yes, that happened.
Are you ready?
Actually, I think it was the same case in the hyper monsters.
Justin?
I could be mistaken. You see that big hit there? 696 damage. Hey, Miss Kitty. You wanna come say hi? Miss Kitty's got a bow tie on. Ouch. That was a good hit. It's gonna burst. It was just charging. It was charging.
This is going to hurt. Regret picking me off.
Sometime I really should pick up using the hunting horn again. When I first played Monster Hunter, like for the very first time, and when I played 3 Ultimate, I used to play, my first weapon I used was the hunting horn. I've used the switchblade. That one I've used before. I played around with a lot of the weapons. Hammer's kind of neat to play around with, though. Buster!
It's all over for you. Gonna hit hard. Any last word?
But no, one nice thing that's in Sunbreak, although I think I've talked about this last time I was playing Sunbreak, is this whole scroll swapping ability. So right now I'm using the dual blades, kind of like how it is in the other Monster Hunter games. But if I switch to the red scroll, it's much more like my play style when I play with Monster Hunter Rise, just vanilla. So if you need to get in there and you want to do some good damage, you switch to scrolls and then you can do your sword dance. Do the dance. I do the dance.
This should fix it.
Feel very beefy. Very beefy.
Any last word?
Will admit, when you get a really good hit on a monster, and when it really registers, it's good. When you just knock them over, it does. It is pretty awesome.
No more holding back. Are you ready? Need help? Face my fury. This is the first I've been waiting for. Here comes the pain. It's all over for you.
But yeah, one of the monsters they added into this game just the other day was Volcana. I think that's how you pronounce the name. It's the ice dragon from Monster Hunter World. A lord of ice. Snuggie? Hey look, Snuggies are where it's at, man. I am wearing one right now. I said it was a casual stream. I wasn't kidding. Time to use, whoopsie. Wrong button. Something's up with that.
Nothing personal, just
I love with my controller. For some reason, it's like scrolling in super fast on the items. Miss Kitty, did you bug this controller? No, I'm using my Pro controller. Oh, just about got it down. This truck got it. Going on in.
see you on the other side.
And down you go. So weird.
Gentle.
I'm just holding L and then it just starts going crazy. Oh man, what did you go for the dentist for? Like filling or something, or just checkup? Cleaning?
Nothing personal, buddy.
Should come in handy.
Did they freeze your mouth? That's what I mostly want to know.
Let us move.
Got 2 more appointments? Gotcha. That's pretty awesome still.
Let's see what nature
What's
has in
this?
store for us.
More reasons for Dre. Here, let's see if I can get Miss Kitty. Here. Let's see if I can show you Miss Kitty.
Another successful
There's the
hunt.
creature. She's got her nose hardcore out of joint. Don't you, Miss Kitty? You've been a bad kitty today. Climbing on things that you're not supposed to. I'm not even kidding. She had the gall to get on my desk while I was at my desk on the phone. She's never done that before. See if we got anything we can use with this. So yeah, we get the curious weapon crafting. But yeah, if you get these parts, get the appropriate ones, you can boost up your weapon. Add any slots? Nah, no slots. Sharpness? Nah. Nothing terribly interesting there. But you also can do similar things with your armor. If you have the appropriate items. I don't have any Amber Essence Plus or Prime Essence. I have the normal Amber Essence, but that's not. Those aren't the items I'm using. Look at this. Look at her. She's there sitting there with her pretty bow tie, just being all mischievous and stuff.
I'll be here when you need me.
Bringing it just a little bit more. I'm breaking the fourth wall, guys. That's enough, crazy Miss Kitty. Just for now. About next Netflix? That's a good question. Let's go. There we go. Questions about Netflix. Yeah, I think their password sharing policy is a little strange. I personally just think it'd be easy enough for them if they really wanted to have a policy where they wanted to cap how many people are using their services. I think that would be a better route than this whole idea of just trying to police how people share passwords for their accounts. I think that probably user capping, like basically have it where it's logging which machines you've logged in on. That personally, I think that would be, if you really wanted to crack down on it, would be much more of a safer approach of doing it. But I don't like the idea that you're just like, yeah, we're gonna like make it so you all have to like. Some people right now are going through some rough stuff, and I'm just gonna be honest. If you give them the reason to go together on a subscription, I think it's not right to basically tell them that they can't do that anymore unless you want. Okay, you can, of course, but it's just kind of. It's like, I just don't really understand why you would try to. I just don't understand why you would want to make it so that. Like, I get the idea, I get the policy, what they're trying to do. But I think that if their goal is to try to get as many subscribers on board, that you try to make it so that you can subscribe, and if there's people that can't afford to have a monthly subscription, let them so they can give them options to do that. Let me give you an example. Like, I use Nintendo. I have the Nintendo online service, and I also have the expansion pack. I personally didn't want to get the expansion pack first, but I've been doing my online plan with a group. So I have some of my friends that we pulled together to pay for it yearly. So it's actually well worth it when you have like 4 people for like I would say about 3 or 4 people all together, and we have six users that were allowed to use. Sorry, I'm holding 5. You can have, I think it's up to 8. I think 8 Nintendo accounts on it, and like it makes a little bit more sense, and you give options more like that. If you're gonna try to cap people like that, you make it so that there's more options like that. I don't really like the idea that they're kind of like, you take a, like, if you're gonna take things away, you gotta make sure you put things back out there for the people that were signed up for those reasons.
I pray that this calamity.
And that's just the policy me saying things. I just think that if you're gonna give people pros and cons, the last thing you want to do is give them all cons. Let's do Anomaly Quest. Let's go check out something a little bit tougher. It chose the choice, and it was the unwise one, possibly. But yeah, no, usually in a lot of casual conversations I've had, a lot of people just the feeling I'm getting is a lot of people don't like this idea, really, at all. Let's go after Pukey Pukey.
May tranquil days return to
But yeah, no, I just think that if you're gonna give people options, you're gonna introduce new policies like that, you gotta give people options to do what they were doing before, but do it in a much more controlled way. If the concern is abuse of the accounts, so-called abuse, you gotta give them some way of being able to exercise what they would like to do with the account. But try to do it in a way that you think would be appropriate, you know? Like, I think that if you want to have it where, like, you allow people to share passwords, have it so it's set up, like, where you can have groups. Like, just have it so, like, oh, each person makes an account, and then they sign up. Then what happens is one of them gets a subscription, then you add their accounts in, and then you have a little bit more control over that. But I just think that it's just kind of silly. Like if the point is you want to cut down on that, just like make it so that people have to sign in with an account, and have it where you cap it with groups, so that it's more of a consensual relationship between people. If the concern is that you just have Wild West password sharing, however, I do think that that's not really what they mean. It's more about that they don't like the idea that people sign up for an account and then there's like say 8 people that all use it on different devices. I think that's their problem, but I don't think they understand. Like, that's, for some people that makes sense. If they like pool in their funds, or maybe they're a family and they have like siblings and they all use the same Netflix account. That's a pretty common use case. I know that's quite similar for us here. Is that basically I have one sibling that signs up for one account, then I have another sibling that signs up for another account, and then the idea is we share them, and then each one we make our own profiles. But yeah, no. See, like, I think that having a family plan approach is, I think that's probably the smartest way to going about this. But I do see that they really want to cut down on people, just multiple users using an account. So they want to bump up their subscriptions by trying to do this, but I think it's not a wise choice. I think you got to give people more options. Like I said, if you're going to take something away, you got to give something back. That's, even if it isn't as good of an option to give back, it's like you gotta give something back. And the thing is, if you just make it look all negative, then you gotta give something back. Like, for example, if you're planning to do this, you can give like some promotion or something. The camera went a little jittery there because I didn't realize you could do this with the right stick. What am I doing?
I
Already
hope
got
we
a
can
quest
talk
going.
again soon.
And I ate already, so why don't we go on our adventures? Let's go on an adventure, everyone. But yeah, no. Yeah, I think it's disappointing that they decided to do that. I understand the point of having more control over accounts and their usage, but it's not really helpful to do it. I think that it's if you don't give, like, there's a lot of people weigh things, and if you hear something that's just negative, they'll remember the negative thing. If you only give them negatives, if you give them something at least to chew on. Otherwise, that might persuade some people. But I don't think it's the greatest option all around, of course. I personally am disappointed. Though, to be fair, a lot of things that are on Netflix, there's not as many things on Netflix these days that aren't on other things. But there are exceptions. There are some things on Netflix that are worth watching, but not as many things these days. We're not even talking about the cancerous stuff that gets made just specifically for Netflix. Sometimes. I just picked up some poo. I want to ride the big, giant enemy crab. Giant enemy crab. His weak point for massive damage. There we go. We got him.
Leave this monster to me!
Now let's get the peeky peeky. Crab. Crab. It's like crab. Walk like feet. I'm just getting some good hits in.
This'll do for now!
Beating the pukey one. There, now we can ride this one.
Observe how it's done!
Whoopsie. I tumbled.
It's all over for
That's what we
you.
call an oopsie, everybody.
This is going to hurt! Are you ready? No more holding back!
Don't you get me with that poison.
It's
will say it's very satisfying to do the whole slicing down the side of the carcass. I should say carcass. Carapace. Everyone.
Face my fury!
Like a butter.
You're done for!
Not quite cleaving through, but it's pretty satisfying rolling around.
Any last words?
It's going with its tongue. Of course. The controller's still doing it. I might consider, I'm just gonna try, try maybe disconnecting and reconnecting it. See, maybe that might help. Okay, there we go, it's fixed. Very nice. Now, let's make this bad boy go kaboomy.
Ready to detonate!
Hey!
I put down a bomb!
When's the Elden Ring? Well, if I could play Elden Ring, I would play Elden Ring. I'd have to get it for PC, I guess.
It's all over for you! Face my fury! I'll show you no mercy! Any last words?
Oh man, yeah, no. Well, I am. See, what I'm curious about is because I would like to know what's going to be happening with the Nintendo Switch version of that game. If it's going to be a cloud version, I'll just rather get it on PC. But I know that game is getting a Switch version coming out later this year. That one is definitely on my radar. That's some good fruit.
This is going to hurt! Are you ready?
Yeah, no, I when I first seen footage of it, I thought it was really neat concept. I liked the idea. I'm surprised it just hasn't been tried before, to be honest with
Keep
you.
attacking!
It's one of those games where it's like, yeah, look, it makes sense to have a game like that. So I'm surprised it hasn't been done properly like that yet. So it's good that it actually exists now. Okay, where did it go? Oh, in the caves. Gotta head in the caves.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Heading in the caves, gonna sharpen my weapon,
Not
yo.
quite sharp enough.
Do you know if the Hogwarts game actually has any like online functionality where you can play with other people, or is it just single player, just pure? I think, from my understanding, it is just single player, but yeah. Not that that's a wrong issue or anything. It's one of those things. So it's kind of neat if that's basically where you go the next mile with it. I want pure Wizard Wars, okay? You just line up like 20 people and just get them like the PvP in the arena. We got wizards, but not in a cancerous way.
Be careful!
kitty's just watching us. She's very, she is rather cranky here today. The pukey. Like, I mean, Mochi's not even in that bad of a mood.
A major step forward.
I mean, Mochi's gone upstairs and hanged up with watching stuff. Oh no, you need to get out of there. Oh no! Run! Yeah, no, I don't think anybody showed up. I think I did but then a lot of people don't play against Pukey. Take that.
Are you ready?
I don't think Pukey is that much of that popular of a monster, to be honest with you. And yes, this is basically Mochi if Mochi's a monster. Got the eyes. Actually, no. I misspoke. Magnamalo is Mochi.
Looks useful.
That's why we refer to Mochi as Mochimalo. But though Pukey does have the eyes, though, I can't take away the crazy eyes. Get crazy eyes. Pukey's really pissed off. Holy jeez. Ouch. Let's go. Fair enough. I mean, it is pretty pissed at the moment. I mean, if you're covered with those sucker thingies, I mean, you would be kind of pissed off too. Would you imagine if you'd be pissed off if a bunch of leeches were all over you?
Revive my trusty weapon.
Revive my trusty weapon.
Excuse me.
Does anybody have any fun plans for the weekend? Other than aging. Other than aging. You know what's one thing that actually disappoints me? Is I was considering going to go check out the slime, like the slime anime, like what, reincarnated in slime. Like they had the movie playing in Polo Park, in Winnipeg, like back about a month ago. I missed my window for that. I would recommend checking it out. It is indeed a good anime. But yeah, they had the movie playing at Polo Park.
Be careful!
It's gonna blow!
You're done for! Brace yourself!
It's using its squirter.
This is going to hurt! It's up to something!
That's quite the move. Something called the fart. Good fart.
It's all over for you!
It reminds me, of course, somebody was asking, can I be proud of having a paper published in some journal. I'm like, of course you can. I mean, I can be proud of having a really good fart. I don't think you need to ask for permission to be proud of or brag about something. It's just find the appropriate place to do so if you want to do that. Some people don't understand the difference between can or maybe should or may. Gore is a funny place. Dang. I'm really pissed off. Dang.
This is going to hurt! Take this!
Oh, let's get ourselves.
Don't let it get away!
Oop. Getting out of here. Get him. Get that bad boy. Oh, somebody finally joined.
Not quite sharp enough.
Next
just-
up, Dan runs Hamar's.
The text-to speech was super behind. Let me just restart up the text-to speech. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing it. Okay, there we go. There we go. I was wondering what was going on.
Any last words?
Oh, you thought you could scare me through a big roar? I'm gonna chop you down good. Dang.
Brace yourself!
It's gonna blow! Run! Going down.
Fury! No more holding back!
It was an academic journal. Like, I don't know. I just think that if people want to brag about doing something, that's they can more than welcome to. Just think about where you want to do it. I mean, and then the other question is, can you? I don't think you need permission to do that. Just like I said, you do a really good part. You can brag all about your really great part if you wanted to. The question is how appropriate it is. I don't know. That's a good question. It depends.
I'll show you no mercy!
I'll show you no mercy.
Take this! It's up to something!
Well, let's do it. Got a good hit in there.
That's one down! Take this! Be careful!
See, that's the challenge when it comes to submitting and publishing papers. Is visibility.
This is America.
I mean, if you publish somewhere where it's just not going to get seen, it's unfortunate when that happens. And it happens.
Some humans could learn from you.
Though to be fair, these days it's harder to do that with the internet, you know? Unless you're literally publishing in a native language, then it's like another language. It's not really, but then it's not. That's not nearly as common these days. Unless you really like are at like the bottom level of publishing. Oh no! But that's Dan being Dan. But there are indeed cases where that is definitely the case. Definitely something that happens. I'm thinking more about in my circles. I imagine in the medical sector it's quite different.
This PPI is messing with you.
I know, it's just all over the place. Just all over the place.
Needs more polish.
Right, Miss Kitty? Miss Kitty's staring at me right over there. I'm a little concerned.
I mean, in the medical sectors, I think it's important where you publish.
Yes, that is fair enough, seeing as, especially if you're talking about, well, I mean, like, if it's relevant to your certain country. Yeah, pretty much. Like, where is more relevant to, like, the level or tier of the publishing? Like the journal or somewhere, like the traditionally perceived value of where you publish. That's more what it's like. So if you have a high quality paper, sometimes it helps boost up a journal or publishing. I've published in places where they were brand new journals or they're journals that are usually perceived as a lower one, and then like a few years later they start being seen as a better quality journal. It's sort of one of those self-fulfilling things, like, oh yeah, some people think it's not a great journal, but then like, oh yeah, well, some people start publishing good papers in it, then it becomes a good quality journal. That's at least sometimes how it is. And I've also submitted journals that are honestly pretty trashy the way they treat authors. I won't say which ones they are, though. If somebody was curious about which ones I'm referring to, they could bug me private. In private. Don't need to be burying them on stream, even though they probably won't watch this. Imagine most senior academics aren't watching streams on Monster Hunter Rise. Skitty, are you gonna behave over there? She's getting a little close to my equipment again. I'm a little concerned. Oh dang, that was a good hit. But if my eyes are going that way, it's because I'm... Okay, good. She's getting away from there. I gotta make sure that she doesn't take the stream out like earlier she was attempting. She was gonna take the stream out. I would make a joke that would be funny, but I will resist the need to do that. Oh, analog.
I'll help myself, thank you.
I fell. I kind of fell, and then things just sort of kept going from there.
Get ready!
And 4chan. Me coding? Oh, that's funny. I code for fun and for other things. My research, however, is pretty irrelevant to it. It's beyond that. For other things, most certainly, yes. But Fortran, I haven't touched that language, like, in years. And even then, I didn't really use it for anything. It's just more of that I was curious. I just wanted to play around with it a little bit, see what the hubbub was with Fortran. It's more of a historical curiosity in the context of today's world. With some exceptions. Right, Miss Kitty? Miss Kitty, you want to say hi to everybody? Come here. Come here. You gonna say hi to everybody? This is a grumpy kitty. She's very grumpy today.
Show off the spicy kitty.
She's very grumpy today. Why are you giving me that look? Why don't you go upstairs and have some food?
Grumpy cat.
She hasn't even gone up. She only went upstairs once, and it was a short moment ago. Otherwise, she's been downstairs the whole day. That's how grumpy she's been. I am not kidding.
Let us dance.
Ow! That hurts! She just clawed me in the chest! Ow! This is like hard mode now. Now I got Miss Kitty hanging out with me. You probably could see her. She is currently trying to come for boobies that aren't there. She is very much one for those. I'm gonna try to get a Rathian. Bob mode engaged. We joke that Miss Kitty is actually an isekai character. She's actually a guy named Bob who has been reincarnated as a cat. Oopsie daisy. Hello, Miss Kitty. Oh, you're being awfully nice. Should I be concerned? I'm running as fast as I can, guys.
Mind if I join? You're the target.
I'm bringing the big girl, okay?
I'll show no mercy.
Mounted Punisher.
Get ready.
Oh,
Feel my strength.
taking a good hit in there.
Face my wrath.
Any last words?
Get ready.
I got to get those spots.
You're in danger!
This cutie man is really pissed off.
You're done for! I need a revelation. Face my fury!
You gotta hit. And Digi-Smashers joined. Uh-oh.
I shall use this
I actually fell down here.
Don't let it get away!
Going. Run.
I'm trying to show you what I'm dealing with at the moment. I didn't zoom out enough.
In store for us.
I got Miss Kitty here. She is busy being Bob. And now she's purring at me. Bob is very grumpy today. That's why we call her Miss Kitty. Her name's actually Bob. It's her first name. His Bob. That's what I just made up just now. Right, Miss Kitty? Is that what it is?
You're the target! Any last words?
I just forgot. Got the dookie dookie.
I'm here to help. Well met. This is going to hurt!
Just forgot. Probably take out a few spots, but it's all good. Oh, that was some good damage on that one.
My wrath. You're going down. This is the end. Get ready. Yeah. My strength.
Going down?
It's gonna hurt. This is the end.
It's all over for you!
All over for you.
No mercy. Farewell.
You're done!
Got him.
Until next time.
Oh yeah.
Farewell!
Oh yeah. Come on, go cruise it. Yeah. Right, Miss Kitty?
Mine now.
Okay, fine, Miss Kitty. Fine.
I shall put this to good use.
this to use.
Miss Kitty,
Don't
what do
mind
you have
me.
to say? You were on top of my laptop early. Like full blown. It was awful.
Nice to meet you.
And then she just had the balls to climb all over my stuff.
Miss Kitty went and decided to accept petals.
She is Bob. She is
Need
Bob.
some polish.
Oh, gotta make sure I, Great.
Laughably easy.
I didn't say it. Miss Kitty, do you want to show the camera how you're feeling? Yeah. Yeah, you little mischievous one. Look at this mischievous kitty. Miss Kitty. What? What?
Miss Kitty
I
looks
have
like
faith
a
that
boss.
you will fulfill your duty.
I was reincarnated as a female cat. Make it an anime. It will do well.
Here's the list of quests.
We'll take on this monster, seeing it's a part of the DLC that came out just the other day. This kitty is going bonkers, okay, everybody? I'm concerned. Should buy some more potions.
What is professional
And welcome
bit?
to my shop.
LOL.
Gambler.
Here you go.
Gambler.
I've got some great items.
Whoops, I just almost bought 4,000 something potions. Oh yeah, it would definitely be in that direction.
A great choice. Thank you for your patronage.
Let's see if we can get any goodies.
How are things?
Ah, just missing the hard bone. Missing the hard bone.
Bob Bob would be a smelly
I'll be here when
otaku.
you need me.
I didn't say it.
The world's greatest need reincarnated in another world as a female cat.
Exactly. There you go. Somebody animate that for me. We need to animate this. Damn it, kitty. AK Bob.
Let's go.
A neat otaku that makes custom body pillow covers.
I like it. I like it. Miss Kitty is losing her grip here. I gotta reposition her. Ah. Hello, Miss Kitty. Hello. Here, I'll zoom things out a little bit more. Don't get back here. Where are you going? Miss Kitty is getting impatient. Oh poop! I forgot. I need to put in ice resistance. Oh well. Good luck to us. Good luck to us. Okay, everybody? Let's not get too frozen.
Rib.
The hunt is on.
I only played against this monster once the other day. Because I didn't play Monster Hunter World, so this monster is from Monster Hunter World. Well, I think it's Iceborne, yeah.
A lousy need transported into another world as a female cat to defeat the demon lord.
Miss Katie, get away from that microphone. Ow! That hurts! I'm going the wrong direction, Miss Kitty. What are you doing? Now she's swatting at my arm. I'm concerned. I'm in danger.
Demon lord hasn't presented himself. Glorious.
Ow!
Bob is the demon lord.
Bob is the demon lord. It's gonna be like that demon lord anime where Bob has a harem.
Can't happen.
Let us move.
Run like the wind.
Now, let's head over to fight the monster. Okay, Miss Kitty? We're gonna do it. That means you don't attack me with your claws. She's a little spicy kitty here today. Hey, what are you doing to my side? That's a little weird.
The whole story was basically Bob hiding the fact that he is the demon lord, and framing innocent people.
Oh great, I was distracted. Now over Zhang has just showed up. Distracted hunting, okay? Has somebody made that illegal yet? I'm concerned. Everything's just illegal these days.
Under the guise of him trying to kill the demon lord perfect. Yes.
Here we go.
Back up here.
I've been all over for you.
If somebody wants to make some concept art, I will share it on social media.
It's coming for you. You're done for.
I'm a little concerned. This kitty is staring up at me.
It's got him attacking!
She doesn't look as devious at the moment.
Need a hand?
Justin,
Oh, somebody's here with Motomalo.
I'll show you no mercy! Gonna take
I'll
ya!
let you off the hook now.
Man, that was perfect!
Take this!
Take the dance. Do the demon dance.
You're done for! Nice!
Gonna talk it! Down you Thanks for the support.
Somebody withdrew. Two people withdrew? Oh. Oh, it's just one. I was just reading two things at once. Just the message and that. Time to heal, 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 heal. Gotta stay careful here because we got them ice beams.
I'll show you no mercy!
Old dragon treasure.
Any last words?
Miss Kitty, we're doing some distracted hunting here, okay? I'm a little concerned.
You're done for! No more holding back!
Get back here!
You're through! I appreciate the help.
You get
Not
back
one
here.
sharp enough.
Oh man, there's a Rajang here too. Oh, somebody's gonna take that Rajang and just absolutely roll up this sucker. Firing the laser.
Any last words? No more holding back!
Demon dance. Demon dance.
Nice work. Absolutely flawless.
I'm demon dancing. Demon dancing, guys. On switch modes. Ouch. That hurt.
Coming for you! Down you two!
Gotta get out of there.
Coming for you!
Oh, gotta be careful. That tail precision attack reminds me of Malzeno in this game. Malzeno has an attack sort of like that. Maybe not as precise, but mostly. Okay, actually, Malzeno's is far more precise. Using like knife. Time to get out of there. Just how you guys thinking about what do you guys think of this monster? This is where we have to be careful. I just dodged the laser beam.
You're in danger! Face my fury! This is going to hurt! Are you ready?
Go, go, guys! Here we go. Let's do this.
You're done for!
You're going down.
Are you ready?
Take this.
Come on, target!
Coming in with the laser. Be careful.
It's targeting you! It's coming for you!
Farewell.
Oh no, you
Don't
don't!
take
Get away!
Let's
Gotta keep it sharp.
Another old dragon treasure.
Let us
I don't
move!
have to think about Cornelius. So I just
Revive my trusty weapon!
revive my trusty weapon. Right, Miss Kitty? I got a whole audience here. I got you guys, I got Mochi down there, I got Miss Kitty on my lap here.
Don't give up yet.
Making sure I got oh shit. It's funny, I'm just like walking all over here. I gotta be careful, guys.
You're in danger! No more
Let's do this.
holding back!
I'm on the sucker.
Let us dance! This'll do for now!
Nice work.
Face my fury! This is going to hurt!
Thought you could get me with that. But you were wrong. I will finish you.
You're going down.
We did it, guys.
Glad that's
Piece
over.
of cake!
Baffling victory!
It has a whole jingle just for this monster.
Nothing personal.
Nothing personal, buddy.
Pardon my insolence.
Very nice job, Miss Kitty. We did it. We did it, Miss Kitty. We did it, guys. Very nice. Excellent job. Make sure you give yourself a big pat on your back for helping me out here. Miss Kitty. Hey, get back here. Hey. Miss Kitty says, thank you, everybody. And also, I'm in a
Another
cranky mood.
successful hunt.
OMW home.
Hey, Miss Kitty, you can sit down now. You can sit down now. Got a crystal. Miss Kitty, why do you do that to the microphone? That's weird. Ow! She just stabbed me in the chest. And now she's rubbing herself against the microphone. My pickup box is full. Give me that Isuchi scroll. Who's that needs to see me? A command post. Your incredible daily service to the kingdom has earned you this ticket. Thank you. Good sir.
Oh, hey! I'll be seeing you. Good to see you. See you next time.
Thank you for the tickets. I feel like I'm at Chuck E. Cheese. If I could go to Chuck E. Cheese and it was like how it used to be. We think about other
How are
times.
things? Ow, we're talking.
Ignoring the color changes, because obviously I changed what my armor looks like. It is a pretty neat looking armor. It isn't supposed to look like that with all those pigments. That's because I have custom colors for my armor. It's actually quite nice.
Bring on the hard stuff.
What kind of weapon can we
Nothing.
craft?
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
Do I have enough stuff, though? I do. I do have enough stuff for it. It's pretty cool. Everything's cool now. It's not quite as much damage, though. But it is pretty darn nice as an ice weapon. We'll say that. Look kind of how the hammer looks.
Let's get you fixed up then, shall we?
If I can get the hammer. Let's see. Did I pass it?
The armor is always pretty cool in MH.
Yes. Did I pass
But
it?
everything Master Hammond taught me to good use.
Is it
I
just
can
not a
swing whatever
hammer?
you need.
Oh, no, wait, I passed it. Well, that's pretty neat. Will say, though, my dual blade's base attack is higher than this hammer's just typical attack. Though, like I said, that's because we're dealing with dual blades versus hammers, and hammers have impact. I can do some pretty nasty shots with a hammer. It's pretty cool. That's a Gasvagorm hammer. Oh, it glows. Miss Kitty has escaped us.
I'll be here when you need me.
I think we should do one more quest for tonight. I think we'll do one more quest.
Well, hey there.
Wait, wrong person.
Bye now.
Wrong person. We don't want to go that way. We want to go this way. Let's see here. Let's see if there's any fun of event quests.
List of quests.
Let's see. Ooh, I don't know if we want to deal with the the Furious Rejanks. Though that's a little too much for us. We could fight at Stalos. Stalos. We got Ground Golem. For my Generations bros. We'll go to the Stalos. I think that's a pretty fun one to go for.
This is my first time being
Let's go,
outside the
Stalos.
castle.
For my Generations represent.
Do great.
Now let's go this and go Thunder Resistance. Although I got pretty good Thunder Resistance, but probably wise idea.
Will do.
This monster in this version, it has a few extra wrinkles in it compared to in Generations. Let's go. Let's do this. I'm pretty excited. How about you guys? You get to hear the wicked cool Stalos music.
I shan't lose.
Or are
I
we?
have awakened.
Onwards in an arena quest, so we don't get the awesome Stalos music? Oh, poop. That's disappointing. Oh well, we get to fight in Stalos in this arena. I was hoping for the awesome Stalos music.
There
Sort
it
of
is.
something in between
Are
this is
you
an Ogre
ready?
theme and something else.
You're done for. Face my fury. I'll show you no mercy.
Very
No
colorful.
more holding back.
We'll get this Stalos really nicely. Very colorful. One thing I can say about it in Rise is you can definitely see the colors pop a little bit
You're
more.
done for.
It has a little bit more of a color to it rather than just the green and yellows. That was a pretty epic dive there, where I got whacked good. Get the whole pillar down.
It's all over for you. Face my fury.
That's a new attack. It's coming right at me, just shoot things at me. Firing the ball.
It's all over for you. No more holding back.
No more holding back. Dang. I just set that Estalos up right away. There.
This is going to hurt.
Let's ride the Estalos. take a few bumps to the head.
This'll do for now. I'll show you no mercy. Any last words? Face my fury.
Give a good hit or two.
This is going to hurt. It's all over for you.
Oh, that was a good hit.
Are you ready?
Going down. Okay, maybe I should stay away. That reminds me, I haven't talked about the Nintendo Direct that happened yesterday. A few things I wanted to highlight that are pretty neat, other than there's the new Zelda game. Obviously, there's that, so I don't need to say much about that. Looks pretty exciting. Lisa, I'm just really hoping it has like proper dungeons and stuff. I think that would really be what that game. Like, that's one thing I really didn't like. That is another possibility, given the fact that they had the Game Boy Advance in there. I think that's a perfect opportunity to do something like that. That would get a monkey off the back of Nintendo for years and years and years. People asking for that. One thing that I did want to point out is Batten Potatoes is having an HD remaster coming out in the summer. That's a RPG series I can strongly recommend checking out. It's actually, as a fun fact, it's one of like the earliest projects that Monolith Soft, who you might know for the Xenoblade games, they made with Nintendo and like, or for the Nintendo systems when they were still under the Namco Bandai publisher. They made it around the same time, like same time period. They're working like Xenosaga and stuff. It was not too long after that. But it has a lot of neat concepts that ended up popping in games like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Although it's a much more traditional RPG. However, its main gimmick is its card deck gimmick. So it's a card-based RPG strategy game. So the battles are all, it's like turn-based RPG, but it has cards that you use called magnets. And the whole thing in the game is that you can store in these magnets all sorts of things like items. You can use them also for and they have like a whole system around combinations and everything. It's a really rewarding system when you figure it out. But there is an element of luck to the thing too. Sometimes it really does not work in your favor. But I had a lot of fun playing it when it first came out. I played the first game and also Origins. The remaster comes with both games. So that's one thing. I heard rumors about this coming out, but I was hoping that we would get both. It's a shame that they didn't go full-blown remake the game. Because it definitely has the kind of age of the earlier work in it. It looks great. It's just, but I mean, it's still a GameCube game. But let's compare this to something else. Like Metroid Prime actually got a remake. Oh, like basically a whole remaster, but it's remastered. It's solid. It looks great. Like it's it's a shame that they didn't do the same thing with Batten Potatoes, because that series has got some really beautiful visuals in it. I mean, it's a great looking game. Just the like one thing I can say about it is that the models, while they look fine, some of the lighting's a little weird around some of the characters. So we'll see how it turns out. Either way, I think it's a great opportunity for more people to play that game series, because it was on the GameCube. Not everybody got a chance to play it, and then it's not as well known as the series, but a lot of people would put it on an underrated RPG list. And I definitely think it's one of the better RPGs of the GameCube. Definitely not as well known, though. So I could say, check that one out. I will say, I hope that they fix a couple of the save spots in the game. There's a couple really notorious save spots where they're save spot traps, where they put save spots just before these really nasty bosses. There's like, one of them is really infamous in the first Bet and Kados game, where you have to fight this boss on a battleship. Like you have to fight these trio of bosses. But the thing is, the save spot is... yeah. Oh yeah, I think it would be a great thing. But yeah, no, there's just one spot in that game, and this is a warning for people who have played that game, or have any thoughts about playing the first Battle Tales game. Say if you have access to a GameCube, is there is a place that you get into a battleship in the first game, and I'm talking about Bet and Kaitos 1, not Origins, where you go on this battleship, and there's a save spot. Don't make your only save file on that battleship, okay? If the boss is a real doozy for you, you may have to redo your entire playthrough. It's one of those games where it benefits to take advantage of the multiple save spots. I know that was one of those games that really got me cozy with the idea of making taking advantage of the multiple save slots. Don't just have one in that game. But in short, I hope they either they nerf that boss a little bit, just a little bit, or they make it so that instead of it being just a normal save spot, have it one where you can go to the church place, where you can upgrade your skills or arts. Basically, level up your stuff, because you can't level up without going to these like side areas that you're locked behind certain types of save spots.
I'm gonna get you.
Are you ready?
Other things. The remake of the army. What's it called? I'm having a brain fart. The one that they got pushed off for a while. Whenever we played Earthbound. Sounds about right. Yeah, no, there's the, it's on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, it's got its quirks. Like, Earthbound's great. I never really got really as much into it, but then I'm not really a big fan of Dragon Quest myself, and I see Earthbound as like a really quirky extension of that same type of system. Like, Dragon Quest ain't bad. Earthquake. Sorry, I'm about to say Earthquake. Earthbound isn't bad either. They're not as good as some of these other series, but they're great. I love the characters and stuff. It has some moments in it that they do some really great stuff. I like it when it's a little too traditional for me.
Don't worry, I'm here.
Well met.
Ouch! I deserve that one. I deserve that one. And down you go. Yeah, all sorts of really great things.
Right this way.
Yeah, like I said, they're good. They're good.
I'll put
We got the Estalis taken care of. A shame we had to fight in the arena. I should have not overlooked that little detail. But yeah, no. If people haven't checked out that direct, I would recommend it. It's got a pretty good host of things they had in there. I'm a big fan of the Game Boy. I had to mention that you can play some Game Boy games now on the Switch Online. I did find it kind of interesting the choices they went with. Surprised they didn't put Mario Land in there, just Mario Kart Land 1, but everybody knows the second one's better. I guess they just wanted to go that route. I played some Tetris with Shireen yesterday. I got greedy. I also played some Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Another successful
it actually works quite well. It's just a shame that they don't have it like where you can like do split screen. Because that's one of those games that where you would really benefit to be able to do that, but you only are stuck with, like, hooking up with people that are playing online. So I could play with Shireen, but, like, it's on her Switch and my own Switch. You can't just, like, split screen that sucker. Which is a shame, because Super Circuit's essentially like, hey, look, let's make Super Mario Kart, but let's make it more like Mario Kart 64, but it's on a Game Boy Advance. Though it has some of the quirks when it comes to that, too. But yeah, no, there are a lot of neat things. They had Pikmin 4, they also talked about. I downloaded some demos. They had some pretty neat ones that came out. But anyways, everybody, I think this is the perfect place for us to stop for tonight. And I made sure to save. That is the rule of the stream. I want to say thank you so much, everybody, to coming and joining the fun. It was a blast. And of course, if you haven't yet, be sure to consider checking out and following on the social medias and all the links. I'm saying funny things now. But beyond that, if you want to support this work beyond that, consider checking out our Patreon at patreon.com/pagewizard. Consider supporting academics outside of universities. Help us fulfill the mission of the university, but outside it. Namely, the pursuit of truth and fulfilling principles such as excellence and academic freedom. I also have content coming out almost every other day on computer science and more. So do check that out. So I say thank you so much, everybody, and have a beautiful night. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.